Alright, let's look at some stats. You gotta work on your power, Kelly. I'm not gonna lie. He had a pretty good year. He did too. Kelly Young had a sneaky case for Cy Young. Will Smith played pretty well. Let me get over here. What's this? Okay. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real. Alright. Hold up, I'm trying to get to the after the whatchamacallit. Trying to get to the line. So it's this one and that one. And then we're not playing the Texas game. But we'll be playing Colorado. So it's going to be Wily Peralta again. And then I believe it's going to be Wily Peralta, Chase Anderson, Taylor Youngman. So I believe they moved the ball out of the rotation, even though he's better than he is. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Trying to get to the point. Okay. Alright, so we're 80 and 73. Taking on the... Sorry. 55 and 97 Cincinnati Reds. Dog, I don't know how to spell Cincinnati. I'll try my best. Thank you for Google. Pitching matchups for the series will be Wily, Peralta. What has that been saying? Breaking news: Constant McCone is transferring to Ole Miss. Go for her. Good for her. Alright, Riley Peralta. Ten and 12 record. 3.94 ERA. And he has 132 Ks, so he's done okay. Alright. Chase Anderson's next. .51 record. .15 ERA. And 76 Ks, and he's only had like 7-8 starts. Like he was on the team, but he was more of a long reliever. We kind of made him to a starter after we traded away Mike Garza, which we have to figure out what he's doing. Jimmy Nelson, 10-13. He's our future ace, but yeah, 193 Ks. And 3.71 ERA. Oh, can I flip that? That's on me. 3.71 ERA and 193 Ks. That's pretty good. Against Homer Bailey. Remember Homer Bailey? I think he threw like 2 no-hitters in his career, but he was never that great. By any stretch, of course, you can see that 4 for 14 is crazy. But he's never been great. Like, he threw a couple no-hitters, and it was like, the best Red Cincinnati pitcher is either between Luis Castillo and Johnny Cueto, at least in my recent memory. 148 Ks, that's pretty good. Raisel Iglesias. I forgot he was a starting pitcher in this. Alright, for 15. Damn. 5 for 15 with a 3.15 ERA. Got Shelby Miller. Remember when Shelby Miller had like a 3.3, but he like had 17 losses? Well, oh. John Lamb. Interesting name. Alright. So he's what, 9 and 12? I guess the good news is someone's got to win. 4.18 ERA. And 171 Ks. So I completed that part of the video. Guess we look at some who leads the league in home runs. It's a three-way tie for the now American League. Chris Davis and Jose Abreu. RBIs is Hunter Pence apparently, and Chris Bryant. Mike Trout has the league leader in RBIs. Runs. Stolen bases. Jacoby Ellsbury. Remember Jacoby Ellsbury? I remember Jacoby. T. Gordon. Anthony Rizzo with the most walks. It's not bad. 9 WAR is crazy. I'm just saying, a 9 WAR is insane, dude. Hold up. We have to figure out how our other guys are doing. So I know I traded someone to the Athletics. Jonathan LaCroix. It's been okay. I don't know if they're going to give him a contract, but we'll see. I traded someone to the Giants. I think a third baseman. It wasn't Matt Duffy, it was Aaron Hill. He was okay. Then I traded someone to the... Was it the Orioles? Yeah, Matt Garza, who's been garbage. For them. Anyways, I've taken too much of your time. Let's do this. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure everything is better and better. Cool. So we'll get you some plate appearance, buddy. Alright, so we're just gonna put all the backups in. Okay. Okay.
Well, with the roof shut, the conditions will be comfortable.
If it's too loud, let me know so I can fix
in
it.
Milwaukee. Tonight, the homestand continues with the first of three between the Cincinnati
I know I've been
Reds
kind of,
and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's
I
baseball.
want to stream
It's
as much
the
as I
show,
like to do.
and it comes your
I've
way
been
next.
working a lot. And then we had no internet for the past 2 days, so...
Wily Peralta is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway.
Billy Hamilton.
First pitch of the game is taken for ball 1 as we get underway at 7-11 tonight. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
And it was the offense that went south last time out. Managed only just 1 run in the loss yesterday. It's typical when you're in a cold streak like this. They just had a lot of trouble sustaining any kind of offense, and it definitely hurt them.
Peralta into his motion. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
So I feel like my Astros are like 5 and...
Middlebrooks is there for it. He's got it.
5 and 7. We should have been 6 and 6. We lost against the Mariners. We blew a 5-game lead.
A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds
Not a 5-game lead,
starting
5
lineup in
over.
this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Yeah, definitely keep an eye on Devin Mesoraco.
Does a lot of things right at the plate. Takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
Eugenio Suarez will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Damn.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count
Harper
to
hit on
1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your
Got him.
because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
I got to start recording my videos.
The center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground.
I just realized I have like two more videos after this one. Today, tomorrow, and the next day.
Joey Votto gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as you'll take a look at strike 1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So put the guy on the mound.
Got him swinging,
Got him.
and that will
Wily,
end
Peralta,
the inning.
2 strikeouts in the inning.
Reds are down. John Lamb, the southpaw out of the Golden State,
he's a lefty.
gets the call here.
All right.
Eric,
You know how I like it. I want it up.
Guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Oh. Damn. Austin Jackson, 10 home runs, 42 RBIs, 308 average.
To short. Cozart has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. EK, any thoughts?
Well, they got to love the production they're getting out of their leadoff hitter right now. He comes in among the National League leaders in batting average, so he's been handling a hot bat all year, and it'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one.
Jonathan
Now to
Verrell.
the plate, Jonathan VR, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done him any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, and it hasn't been a particularly good start to the road trip either. In fact, it was terrible as they were swept in the first series of this road trip. They've got to put that behind them and play a little more inspired baseball as they get into this one.
Now that we have a chance, we'll give you a look at how the Reds align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
I'll take more pitches, man.
When you talk about a position that requires arm strength, right field is one of those. This man, he has arm strength to die for. He could throw it from the wall. He could probably throw it from the darn stands. I hope he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Kelly. And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Devin Mesoraco will stand in now. And as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, he's a guy that's definitely going to attack you with the fastball. He's got a good one, so why not?
Gotcha.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You want that slider, Martin? I got you.
And he reaches for one out of the zone.
Wily.
Misses rather badly for the first
Wily
out.
going crazy.
Well, you know, when you get
Anthony
two
Rizzo hit
strikes
a
on you, you
2-1
go into
shot.
that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 16 homers and 72 RBIs.
Damn.
A softly hit ball here, foul, off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. Tried to get
he
him to
wanted
go
it
after
too.
one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Yeah.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker,
Got
then
him.
maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much
what I'm
easier to
talking about.
lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball. And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
Damn, McCutcheon has 49 doubles?
Here's Brandon Phillips. As he'll go after
Oh,
the
you
first
know,
pitch to
Brandon
him and
Phillips
comes
married
up
to Jay
empty and
Carter in real
strike
life.
one. Very
I just
difficult
like that,
to
like,
get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that
like a
high.
couple months ago.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s.
Did not know
You
that.
just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2.
Threw it right
Got him.
past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the
Jacob
inning.
Erisberry hit 2 home runs. That's insane.
3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Chris Carter will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
All right.
Well, kind of more of the same
Chris.
for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
In there, no balls and a strike. Just short,
Oh.
hit hard, backhanded, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. Scooter Gennett will get his first shot at
He's
it
struggling,
here.
3 for
He's gotta be
19,
hoping
it's
to
crazy.
turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
This is line to left. But
Oh,
pretty
right
much
at the left fielder, dude.
at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it
All right,
is
Ramon
hammered.
Flores.
I mean, smoked.
His first
But
ever at
he
bat
ends
this
up with
season.
nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Ramon Flores stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
They keep pitching me away.
Hit hard back.
And that's
up
a
the
hit for
middle.
Ramon Flores.
That'll be a base hit, the first one of the game for the Brewers.
And that'll break the string of 5 straight to start the night. They finally get their first base runner here with 2 outs in the second. Good to at least get something on this guy before he really settles into a groove out there.
Will Middlebrooks set to
They,
take
like,
his
threw it
first
down the
cuts
middle.
with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And the runner back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
This guy.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Out
Oh,
in front of
dude,
it,
that was
strike
late.
1.
That was early, I mean.
Bottom of the second here with no score.
Should have hit that ball country mile.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Lays off 2-2 now.
When a pitcher's close to getting through a quick inning, this is where you really need to grind out your at-bats, especially as a bottom-of-the-order guy.
That was a bad pitch.
This is a good job so far.
And this misses, so that'll fill the
I-
count at 3-2.
Hold on.
Full
I'll
count here.
respond to it.
Here comes the pitch. Bat
Fuck me.
explodes as this has popped up.
Okay.
And he'll avoid the fragments
dude,
out
I've
there
been
to
grinding
make the
hard at
catch
MLB
that
show.
ends the inning.
25? Oh,
Some of our
yeah, I
nation's
noticed.
young minds and future leaders. Zach Cozart will stand in now to lead things off.
That was a ball, though.
7-8-9 here to start
I don't
the
know why.
third inning.
Well, that was too close
And
to
maybe
tape.
one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Hit hard down the
Damn
line.
it.
And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. The throw into second. And
Damn.
he is in there. So a good job there as he opens up the third inning with a 2-base hit. And as we check out
Damn,
our
he's that
Reds
close,
leaderboard, we find that he currently sits third best on the club in that department.
Yeah, he's not setting the world on fire with doubles, but he's getting his fair share. Definitely an important part of this offense.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Yeah, you've been doing
No
the
one
March
out with a
October with the
runner at
Angels,
second.
right? I see the videos.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
And he doesn't want to give in here, even on a 1-2 count. Not with the base open and the pitcher on deck.
I gotta get back to streaming some games, so.
And a
Got
swing
him.
and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's one.
Is this
gone
the
in
pitcher?
inning.
What do you want?
John Lamb stands in as the batter now, and with the runner already in scoring position and one away, he likely won't be bunting here.
Yeah, there's not too much reason to give up an out just to move him over to third. No outs would be a whole different story, obviously.
Santana will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Hey, that was a good throw.
Coming to the plate now, Billy Hamilton. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the
threw a
game.
changeup last
Put
time,
the
he
other
hit a
guys
double.
on their heels right away.
And it's quickly 0-2. Third inning, no score to this point.
Ah,
And another foul ball. Slap hard the
Will
opposite
Middlebrooks,
way,
thank you, sir.
right at the third
Angels,
baseman, and
Mets,
that'll
and
end the
Dan
inning.
Dynasty.
A golden opportunity to get on the board
I haven't
here
been playing
goes
it this
for
much.
naught. We've played 2.5, no score on the show.
cause I got work, I get busy, dude.
Martin
I get real busy.
Maldonado will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Oh, dude,
Work on
I
that swing, and
had
he
to wait
finds
on it.
himself behind 0-2.
Ah, needed to wait on it.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Bruce.
Oh,
He can't make
let's
the
go.
play
That's a
as he
double for
finds the
Martin.
outfield grab.
Get there, Martin. Get there. Woo! Ah,
An ideal start to the inning here out of the number 8 spot. He's into second on the double. Now you've got your pitcher due next, so you can either put the bunt on, or they could even think about showing bunt, draw the corners in, and then letting him swing away.
Willie Peralta comes forward.
Oh,
and
yo,
we'll see how they
hold on.
play it here. The sacrifice may be in order with nobody out.
Well, in my opinion, if it's anybody else in the order, let him swing. But you're talking about a pitcher. Make sure he gets the ball down, move the guy to third base, and go to work.
The 1-0 pitch. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
And he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts
Let's
this
go.
one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Well, I really like this call here, even early in the game, because you make sure you get that guy over to third base, and it gives
Austin
you a good
Jackson,
shot to
baby.
get on
Let's,
the board
let's,
first.
let's get it.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, one away. And we'll go back to the top of the order now for Austin Jackson. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Hit to short.
That's gonna drive in a run. Austin Jackson.
Only play will be to first.
Let's go.
We'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Manufactured run right there. You get the double to start the inning off, and then it's all about get him over and get him in. And 2 straight groundouts do that job.
Jonathan Villar is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
And
too
this
high.
one's up around the
I thought
eyes,
about it.
2-1.
How's the Mets series going? They're still undefeated? Last time I checked, you were like
Fastball,
13-0.
and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2.
Well, with this guy, a walk is definitely as good as a hit, so that's probably why he's taken 3-1.
Good battle. Count remains full. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
16-0? That's good.
I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
First delivery to him on the way. Drilled on the ground to short. Cozart is there, and he'll
Damn
go
it.
against his body to first.
Last game was a no-hitter.
Will take care
That's
of him at
good.
first, and the side is retired.
That's crazy.
So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. It's the Brewers 1 and the Reds nothing. Leading off the inning, Eugenio
So that's
Suarez,
crazy, dude.
as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one.
I can't
they
believe
definitely
that.
want to even this one up sooner.
Not that
rather
you're
than later.
16-0, that ball
Now
wasn't
a
like
slider, and he gets ahead of him
singled
here,
up the middle.
0-1.
Damn you, Zach Cozart.
And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike, 0-2.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that pitch. That's on him way too fast.
Way outside, 1-2.
He's
Who threw the
tracking
no-hitter?
that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Late
Goddamn.
making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2.
Senga? Dude, I love Kodai Senga.
Got him.
Got him. But the problem is in my Astro series, he's not doing well. He's like 1-4 with like a 7 ERA.
Turkey. That's 7 strikeouts already, and he's made it look easy so far.
Joey Votto is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Come on, man.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
How do you think
Peralta gets
how do you
the
think your Mets are
sign,
doing so far
looking
this
to put
year?
him away
My
here on a
Astros could be
ball and 2
better.
strikes.
Oh my.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Jackson.
Thank you, Austin
and he
Jackson.
tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Devin Mesoraco comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
0-1 count and the pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and
Got
a
him.
miss, and that ends the inning.
Well, they are 8-4. They're 8-4.
1,
That's
2,
pretty good.
3 go the Reds. They still trail 1-0.
My team is 5-7. We got swept by the Giants. We should have beaten the
Chris
Mariners.
Carter
We
is
beat
set
the
to lead
Twins.
us off in the home half of the 4th
We'll see what
inning.
happens.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1.
They're
I'm
giving
not
this
sure
boy
that pitch
everything.
would break a pane of glass. That is very tough for a big league hitter to wait that out.
Squared that one up just a little late.
Yeah, I should have been on that. I don't know why I wasn't.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That misses 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
They're pitching me inside.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Hit
And
hard to the right
second
side.
baseman.
Phillips is up with it. Throw on to first. In time, 1 away.
I don't know.
The second baseman, number 2, Scooter Jeanette.
Scooter Jeanette stands in for the second time.
107 miles
Hit
per
it
hour,
hard,
dude.
but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
107.
Right there for strike 1.
That's unfortunate.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. 2 different pitches, both taken on the inside corner. And now they can go just
That was
about
up. I don't know why I
want.
swung.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. In now, Ramon Flores. He singled his last time up.
Flores.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they're up 1-0. Jay Bruce heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back.
There you
in
go.
this thing.
I finally get that call.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Middlebrooks ranges to
Thank
his
you,
right,
Middlebrooks.
and the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Brandon Phillips in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
All right, come on. Another pitch right there. Let's get it. Huh.
High in the air out to
There we
center
go.
field.
Let's fly
Jackson
out.
is under it.
Got
2
him.
down.
Let's go.
The batter, number
Zach
2,
Cozart will
shortstop
stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3
Didn't he
inning.
double on a
Yeah, this
changeup?
has been total domination these past few innings.
I don't get
They
that
haven't
call.
been able
That's
to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
crazy.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Peralta's ready. Here's the 1-2. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. And he'll
Got
get
it.
there in
Let's go.
plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Will Middlebrooks comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom
All
of
right,
the
William.
5th.
Let's not fuck this up.
Will Middlebrooks.
Line drive
Up
to
the
center
middle.
field,
Will
and
Middlebrooks
that'll
finally
get
gets a
down
hit.
for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here
go.
this half of the inning.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. But this is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
At the plate, Martin Maldonado. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
And this one gets away.
Will Middlebrooks gets up to second. Oh,
And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on
go.
the wild pitch.
Well, if you're following along with the thought process right here, he just watched the guy chase a pitch way out of the strike zone. So he's thinking, hey, I might as well throw another one out of the strike zone where he can't hit it. Unfortunately for him, he also threw it somewhere where his catcher couldn't catch it.
Hamilton is right there, 1 down.
Now batting,
The pitcher, Wily Peralta, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Bunt still on here with 1 away as he puts this one down. only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
And if you're going to try to move the guy up to third base, this is exactly what you want to do. You have to make that third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first, and the sacrifice turns out to be a good one.
All right. So I got to wait for my pitch because it's only
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, as he'll take a look at ball one.
That's just another cut fastball, trying to work that thing back to the outside corner. But he's not getting that call right now, nor is he getting guys to chase it.
Hot shot on the ground to short.
Let's go! Another RBI for Austin Jackson.
And they'll extend their lead.
RBI single.
Runs in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Jonathan Villar.
Jonathan Villar steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following.
Let's go. Austin Jackson's been killing it. He has two RBIs this game, 44 on the season.
First pitch is a cutter looked at 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. But he's safe at first if he gets back in time. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And he falls behind 0-2. Now a snap throw to first.
Jesus.
And the runner will get back standing. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Tough call there, but the cutter misses 1-2.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the. Gil Garcia will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Thank you, Will.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Oh, they're putting John Lamb out there.
Late John Lamb. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking, quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after him.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Ah.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
9 Ks for Wily Peralta.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Billy Hamilton stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
2-1 after the foul ball there. That's going to even up the count at 2-2.
Hey, top 5.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Liner towards second, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the 2nd hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
He's running towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight, so both these managers might start thinking, we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's into scoring position with the stolen base.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or with
a swing and a
Gotcha.
miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Reds leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Let's go.
Domingo Santana will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty is going to heat up down there. But there to handle it is Phillips as he pulls it in for the first out. Chris Carter will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
The 1-0 delivery. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the
Bro,
alley for the
I'm hitting
out.
this ball. Like I'm.
Scooter Gennett is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm.
Let's
And they'll
go.
have no play as he reaches first
Let's
base
go,
safely.
Scooter.
Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Joey Votto will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Chopped at the plate. That's a foul ball. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
This will probably be his last inning.
Number 75. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Drilled right back up the middle. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
The catcher, number 39.
Devin Mesoraco stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options.
Got him. Double play.
On to Carter, and it's in time for a double play.
Number 32, Jay Bruce.
Digging in to try it again, Jay Bruce. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
That's how I feel right now.
Sharply hit ball back up.
Oh, what a play by Scooter.
Oh, what a stop on the slide.
Ah, that's not Scooter. It's Jonathan Villar.
Wow, made it look easy.
None left for Cincinnati. They're down. Juan Cortez will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home.
Alright, I'm about to use extra. I'll be back.
Will Middlebrooks will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Oh, and you cannot get caught making up your mind to swing before you even see where the pitch is going to be. I mean, I wasn't even close.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
And the way these guys have been swinging at everything, I'm surprised he didn't go after that one, too.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Here it comes. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And a foul pop behind the plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, there's no doubt that for a young reliever, he's got swing and miss stuff. He just ramps up on that fastball. He keeps the back straight, good follow through, and he just blows it right by him.
Standing in now, Martin Maldonado, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
The 2-2 pitch. Still 2-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Set to deal on 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
This is another frustrating at-bat for him on the mound. I mean, he's burned through 15 pitches on just these last 2 hitters.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Votto is under it near the mound. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Wily.
Willie Peralta will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Here comes the first pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. misses high, a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2.
All right, I'm back. Oh goodness, what is going on here?
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch.
At Peralta?
And that one never
Working the
threatened
counts?
the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
I'm fucking this up.
Nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead.
That's crazy.
Brandon Phillips will stand in now. He's struck out and
I guess
flied
he
out
gets one more.
0-2 thus
He's at
far.
least getting this inning, unless he puts a run on base.
On to
And
the
then we're gonna
8th
have to
now
put
as
him
the
out.
first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
And remember, he was knocked around for 5 runs the last time he took the mound. So it's fair to say that he's pitching much, much better right here. He hasn't given them anything.
Zach Kozar
Yeah.
comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ballgame and kept his team in the ballgame.
And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
I can't get there.
Jackson giving chase. And he makes the catch for the second out.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a
All right,
look
this is
there
your
at
last
what
inning,
his
brother.
pitch
I'm gonna turn it
breakdown
over to Will
looks like
Smith.
so far.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Peralta sets his sights. Here he comes 0-1. Another
That was
one
pure
fouled
panic
off,
in my
and he's
voice. I didn't know if you
quickly
could tell.
behind 0-2.
That was pure panic.
Grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Santana is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. We'll get a look at Austin Jackson when we come back. It's the Brewers 2 and the Reds nothing. And so here is Austin Jackson. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Swinging a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. And
come on, man.
Pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Jonathan Villar ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball.
That should be 2-0. I don't know why it's fall.
1-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Hit sharply on
there we
the
go,
ground
finally.
And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Oh.
Right
Domingo Santana will
I know
stand in
that.
now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And a dive, but he's back in. And a ball, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
And you wonder if maybe he was taken there because he thought his runner was going to be moving from first.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Hit the other way
Oh.
out toward right field. Bruce on the run.
Come on.
He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Chris Carter will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Oh, man.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And a dive, but he's back in there.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard to short.
Right at the
fielded by Kozar. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number. Will Smith is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Jordan Pacheco is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the 9th. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Well, he's not letting them get a gauge on anything here on those first 3 pitches. He saw a slider, a
Damn it.
fastball, then a big curveball. Now he's set up for almost anything on a 1-2 pitch.
And they really bunch him
Let's
up on
go.
that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider, and he starts it out over the middle of the plate. Now the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that's in there for his strike.
go,
1-1.
yeah.
1 out,
Yeah,
nobody on.
damn. Hill had 12 strikeouts. Had a good game.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Yeah, Familia is 1-8. Oh,
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
he's all over that one.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. And he
Got
strikes him out as well. So make it
Go.
back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez. Now his swing, and he
Let's
pops
go.
him up. And this should do it. Jeanette is there for it.
Let's
There's
go.
the catch, and that's the ball game.
And that turns out to be a great start to this series for these guys as they take game 1 here in front of the home crowd.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
So that just about does it for EK, Psycho, and...
We did it.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Looking first at the NL Central, the Brewers pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds, 2-0. Looking at the standings, the Brewers are in 3rd place in the NL Central. They're 18.5 games out of first. The Reds are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Cubbies put together 10 hits total as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds, 6-2. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. At the moment, the Cubs are in 1st place in the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd. The Cardinals are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of 1st. The Buccos got 12 hits in this one as they bested the visiting Nats 7-5. Right now, the Pirates sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, 16 games out of 1st. The Nationals sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division. They're 3.5 games back. The Atlanta Braves got 11 overall hits as they were victorious in extra innings over the Marlins, 2-1. Heading into today, the Marlins sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division, 8 games out of 1st. The Braves are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of 1st. Matt Harrison earned his first victory of the season, leading the Fightin' Phils over the Mets 5-3. Looking at the standings, the Mets sit atop the NL East, 3.5 games ahead of 2nd. The Phillies are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20